Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. A very good afternoon, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen. The Honorable Mr. Tan Chun Sheng, Group Vice President and General Manager, STMicroelectronics India Berhad. Professor Technologist Dr. Wahid Razali, Vice Chancellor, University Tun Hussein on Malaysia. Mr. Yung Wee Shen, Deputy General Manager, STMicroelectronics India Berhad. Professor Technologist Dr. Rozairi Abdul Rahim, Deputy Vice Chancellor, Research and Innovation. Professor Dr. Ahmad Tarmizi Abdul Karim, Assistant Vice Chancellor, Strategic Planning and Corporate Relations. Professor Dr. Abu Khairi bin A'ain, Director, University and Industry Relations Office. Associate Professor Dr. Rosli bin Omar, Dean, Faculty of Electrical and Electronic Engineering. Mr. Azman bin Kambali, Representative of Batu Pahat District Education Officer. Madam Siti Erma binti Abu Bakar, Representative of Muar District Education Officer. Delegates from STMicroelectronics India Berhad, UTHM Senior Officers, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Memorandum of Understanding signing ceremony between UTHM and STMicroelectronics India Berhad. Before we proceed further, let us all here watch and enjoy the corporate video presentation prepared by the organizing committee members. Let's have a look.
The global population continues to grow and age as people live longer. This calls for innovative ideas to manage the planet's resources and to deliver services to everyone. As the population shifts towards cities, the challenges to manage traffic, pollution, and energy increase. At the same time, people have greater access to information, products, and services that are increasingly global, and they expect these to be tailored to their individual needs. At ST, we believe that technology can help meet these needs and contribute to our vision of an augmented life for everyone. Let's see how. ST continues to develop solutions to make the world smarter and more connected. Our sensors provide information about the world around us. Our microcontrollers process, protect, analyze, and act on this information. Our connectivity products provide the link to the network, and our energy management solutions ensure smart systems operate reliably and efficiently. In cities, these systems can be embedded everywhere, in buildings, attached to street lamps, or even buried under roads. Together, these devices enable the smart grid, allowing more efficient use of energy. In factories, they combine with ST's smart power components to create extremely reliable and efficient automation solutions. ST is also making cars smarter. We are improving safety on the road by helping cars detect obstacles and assist braking, or adapt their speed to the flow of traffic. ST technologies also help protect the environment by reducing fuel consumption and CO2 emissions. And ST infotainment, navigation, and in-car controls increase the enjoyment and comfort of the overall driving and traveling experience. In the home, our technologies allow management of lights, heating, or any home appliance that embeds a smart system, and when connected to the cloud, enable us to remotely monitor and control our home. ST solutions deliver music, movies, and information to all the connected devices in the format they need, when they need it. We offer the latest innovations in home entertainment for an immersive viewing experience and stunning realism for live-action sports and gaming. Smart systems collect information to tailor applications and services to specific individual needs, while offering a more natural interface for a richer user experience. And ST's long experience in data security and secure communications ensures that your personal information will be safe. Real-time monitoring of activity and personal data can give advice on diet and exercise, provide early warning signals for critical illness, or improve drug delivery. This same technology can also keep us healthy by helping to deliver medical services to everyone at an affordable cost. The proliferation of smart systems will connect many new devices to the Internet of Things. This will increase the amount of data to be transported, stored, and processed, creating the need for a more powerful infrastructure. And ST has solutions to meet the needs of this growing cloud with innovative, low-power, high-performance technologies. Together with our customers, partners, and employees, ST is using its technology, know-how, manufacturing capabilities, and talent to meet the challenges and opportunities of the evolving world. Because everywhere microelectronics makes a positive contribution to people's lives, ST is and will be there.
corporate video. Distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, Memorandum of Understanding is entered into by and between parties with the desire to work together in the future for a mutual benefit. Today, we are going to create a history, and these collaborations between UTHM and STMicroelectronics in Sdn Bhd will make it possible for both parties to offer research and development, as well as the activities include contributions of wire bonding machines for teaching, learning and research activities. The panels from STMicroelectronics will involve as academic advisory panel for curriculum revisions, collaboration in STEM program at school in Muar and Batu Pahat district, and as well as actively involved in career fair organized by UTHM. On top of it, we are very honored that STMicroelectronics up to this date has significantly contributed generously for sponsorship in the 3rd International Conference on Electrical and Electronic Engineering, ICON 3E 2019 on 24th and 25th June 2019 as a platinum sponsorships. And they became panel of judges in National Robotic Competition NRC on 17 and 18 July 2019 for Johor state level. Well done. So ladies and gentlemen, now I would pleased to invite the Honorable Professor Technologist Dr. Wahid Razali, Vice Chancellor UTHM, to address the welcoming speech. Please welcome Yang Bagi Prof.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. And a very good afternoon. The Honorable Mr. Tan Chun Sheng, I know by Mr. Tan, and I think I remember that we met at the, together with Prof. Go at the industry exchange programs. And Mr. Yung Wei Shen is Deputy General Manager of STMicroelectronics, Professor Ruzairi Abdurrahim, our TNCPI, who is responsible overall over this collaboration, Professor Tarmizi, Assistant Vice Chancellor for Strategic Planning and Corporate Relations, Professor Dr. Rosli Omar, who is the Dean, who is taking care of this, closely monitoring the collaboration. And so Prof. Abu Hay is Director for University and Industry Relation Office. Mr. Azman bin Khambali, thank you. Madam from PPDA, thank you for coming over to be with us, ST and also UTHM, and Madam Siti Erma, also representative from Muar District Education Officer. Delegates from STMicroelectronics, which I cannot name one by one due to time constraint, and also UTHM senior officers, ladies and gentlemen. Indeed, it's nice to have you around, Mr. Tan, a man of global presence, having served Penang, and also I heard in KL as well, Shah Alam, in Seremban, and now making marks in Muar. And I hope that you'll stay on in Muar and make ST as, very much a global player in years to come. I think without doubt that, of course, we admire your success having 10 billion of, profit or net or revenue. So that's really tons of money. That's USD, USD. So there are lots of money, and having about 4,000 employees in Muar, that's indeed a sign of growth and a sign of responsibility to the people of Johor, indeed. And I thought that as a university, we would like to collaborate with you, basically because university must make sure that to be closely attached or collaborate with industry if university were to survive. Because we noticed that in the American situation that there is a slight drop of people entering universities. I don't know why. Perhaps they don't trust university anymore, or they don't need university to make money, or they don't need university to have a very long or lengthy, duration of before you can get, to work. Because as electrical engineer, you need a 4 years program before you can enter into what we call jobs market. So we hope, but however, being mandated to produce professional, UTHM will continue on, make sure that we do whatever that is necessary to make sure that we are still demanded, we are still relevant, and we are still, that our graduates are still required or demanded by the industries. And for that, we would like to, together with the industries, to tell us or to inform us what needs to be done to our curriculum, to our graduates, or whatever things that need to be done to make sure that university will not be a white elephant sometime in years to come. I also noticed that industry as well as industries that if you don't do research, then your numbers will be much lesser. I mean, instead of surviving more than 100 years, perhaps 10 years, things like that. We have noticed quite a number of industries, when they ignore research, at the end of the day, they lose markets, they lose foresight, and they lose market share. And therefore, here we are not saying that we are good in research, that we are not, we are just wanted to be friends with ST, because we know that by tagging along, I think we can learn a lot from you. And I would like appreciate this moment and what is spoken by the lady just now, that we have benefited a lot from STMicroelectronics. And please continue on. We have lots of spaces for CSR. We have lots of spaces for whatever that is good for the community. And I just met, together with our executive, the Chief Minister of Johor. And this year, we spent about, altogether, about 3 million in CSR. That includes calculated into in-kinds, the time spent by our lecturers, whatever. The money probably is not that much. It's just trickles, possibly it's about 10%. And therefore, we also would like that also ask the state government to at least chip in about 10% of the whole sum. And we hope too that if we come together or we go together with ST, I guess that it would be better for the community. And now that we have got our PPD from MoU and also from Batu Pahat together, I think it's only good that we together, ST and UTHM, resolve the current quite acute problem of where are our scientists, where are our young scientists going? The demand for very qualified and professional engineers and scientists are great. But now, at the early stage of development of our education system, the interests and also the showing for science and technology looks on the dwindling side. And that's why that we are worried. University are worried too, because we might not have students. And already that electrical, microelectronics, and also power used to be the highly demanded programs, now look to be the bottom of the programs. So indeed, this is a challenge for the dean. Make sure that we are not closing your faculty, and make sure that we work together strongly with ST so that we get whatever input from ST that we can to benefit our students. Every year we produce about 4,000 engineers and technologists. So where shall we put this? And I hope that if we cannot put them into ST or those other multinational companies, then I hope they are good enough to look for their own jobs and to create their own jobs, or at least to be sober enough to survive on their own and not just making noise, asking people, where is my job, what's the government is doing, and things like that. I hope that our young would be resilient enough, strong enough to find their own solution. And finally, again, Mr. Tan and also Mr. Yung and also the rest of ST Group, I hope that after this signing, that we would collaborate even stronger and making that the community to benefit more from this collaboration. So thank you very much. And now we would like to, make sure that you will feel at home when you are at UTHM. Please tell us whatever that you need. Okay, please tell us. Okay, what else that we can do to make sure that our collaboration will produce some good results. So thank you. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Thank you very much to the Honorable Professor for the warm welcoming speech. Ladies and gentlemen, next I would like to invite Mrs. C.S. Tan, Group Vice President and General Manager, STMicroelectronics Sdn Bhd, for a speech. Please welcome Mr. Tan.
Yang berbahagia Profesor Dr. Wahid, Naib Chancellor UTHM, yang berbahagia Profesor Dr. Ruzairi, TNC, Timbalan Naib Chancellor Penyelidikan dan Inovasi, yang berbahagia Dr. Ahmad Tarmizi, Penolong Naib Chancellor Perancangan Strategik dan Hubungan Korporat, yang berbahagia Associate Professor Dr. Rusli, Dekan Fakulti Kejuruteraan Elektrikal dan Elektronik, yang berbahagia Dr. Abu Khairi, Pengarah Pejabat Universiti dan Hubungan Industri, Wakil dari PPD Muar, Wakil dari PPD Batu Pahat, Pegawai-pegawai kanan Universiti Tun Hussein On, Ketua-ketua jabatan, seterusnya hadirin yang saya hormati sekalian. Salam sejahtera. Actually, my staff prepared a whole speech in Bahasa. No, it's okay, it's okay. No, but yeah. So I must remind my HR staff that, the universities nowadays, the language of communication that they use is English. So my apologies. Bukannya saya tak fasih bahasa, saya pun buatan Malaysia. I actually am very proud to be associated with UTHM because I'm also a product of the local education system. I graduated from USM. Okay, so, and this is also one of the reasons I stress a lot on the collaboration between private sector and the universities. Because if you look into the history of USM and the Penang industry, why is it so successful? It is really successful. If you are not from there, make a trip to there. Recent years, maybe past 5-10 years, is slowed down a bit. I mean USM. But in the 80s, 90s, I do believe USM, in terms of collaboration with the private sector, there's no other university that can beat USM. It's very lucky also. As Professor Gore says, it is a gold mine, to be located in Penang, very close to Bayan Lepas Industrial Zone, where you have Intel, you have AMD, you have National, you have Hitachi, you have Bosch, you have everyone there. And every one of them are just lining up at USM. You know how lucky USM is? They don't need to ask, do you want to collaborate with us? You want to collaborate with USM, you must make appointment dulu. It's true. It's true. There are so many companies there. B. Brown is in medical. You have in the computers. You have Acer. Acer at that time was there. Dell started their first factory there also. So many research. And I know some lecturers there. Actually, my house is just behind USM. I still keep a house there. So USM has a soft spot for me. I mean, I have a soft spot in my heart for USM. But like I said, if we don't cultivate this and follow up thoroughly, it may actually mature and sort of die down on its own. Right now, it's not so active anymore, but in the past, it was very, very active. The internships, you know, USM undergrads, you don't need to worry about internship. They will offer. Second year already offer. My year, most of the students, they get job offer way before they graduate. They already booked, okay. The lecturers will send the list to Intel, HP, at that time was HP, kan? Okay, all the graduates, you just pick which one you want. Then do some interview. Most of the students there get 2 offers, 3 offers. So it's not a problem. But things are changing now. I do agree. There's a lot of universities. And the courses are becoming too commoditized. The appearance to the young is, I'm not saying the courses are boring, but to the young people, they say, oh, electrical, electronic engineering is a commodity. That means, oh, it's something old-fashioned. It's not something new. And this is where I think companies like ST and UTHM have to step in and make studying and applications of engineering to be exciting so that people can see how it is used in day-to-day life. It is really an exciting field, but if we don't take the effort and sell it to the young people in Malaysia, I just fear that the next generation, we will have a lot of Grab drivers with engineering degrees because they don't know how to apply them. And this is not something that we look forward to. So we want innovators that can invent and innovate things. We started the MoU with UTHM about 3 years ago. And my team here has put in good effort together with the UTHM team. We have equipped, fully equipped ST IoT lab. All the hardware is from ST. A 32-bit microcontroller lab. The software is also provided by ST. We provided the initial training, the teaching of the staff, but after that, the staff have to take over. My staff also joined UTHM to craft their syllabus to incorporate the 32-bit microcontroller into the final year. So they do a lot of final year projects in using our 32-bit microcontroller. Now, ST is a very good partner, not because I'm working there, but there are no other companies, no other company in the world that can provide full solution. We have the controllers, we have the sensors, we have the power management system, we have the Wi-Fi, we have the Bluetooth, we have all kinds of ICs. The only thing that we don't have is memory, but memory nowadays is very easy to put. It's commodity already. You can buy any memory module, you can plug it in. Okay, but EEPROM also we have. There are not many companies. In fact, I think for whole range, ST is the only one. TI is a big company, but they do not have sensors. We do have all the sensors that you need. So the collaboration with UTHM, it was very successful, and now we have progressed into more and more projects. The new project that we are kicking off, I think about 2 weeks ago, right? You all had the meeting, is the Malacca Smart River. This actually made the Johor government a bit jealous because ST is in Johor, kenapa tak? Okay, there's actually a very simple reason. If you've seen the Moa River, it's very big. Jadi kalau nak buat project on the Moa River is beyond our scope yet. So we test out in the Malacca River. Malacca River is actually quite small, manageable. So we'll work with them to do monitoring of pH, of level, of the salinity, the condition of the river, so to to make the river healthy again. We're also sponsoring some aqua robotics to do the collection of the rubbish. So a lot of things we can do. Because ultimately, we want to expand this together with universities. Now, the private sector cannot do river projects on our own because it has to be done together with the universities because river is a public domain. So private sector cannot take a river. Nanti the federal government will complain, you know, hey, how can private sector take a river? So if we go with a university, it's actually better that way. There won't be any political liabilities. So we hope that we can also work with UTHM. Just do a simple ecosystem project. Doesn't have to be a river, it can be a parit. There's lots of parit here. Because some of the rivers are very big, then it's difficult to handle. We also know that UTHM has a oyster research, right? Very near our plant. So I've given the assignment to Encik Sharum to go and test out the quality of the oyster. Kalau oyster tu quality-nya baik, we will buy the oyster for our canteen. Then we can also serve some to our employees. So these are some of the things that we can work on, not just electronics, but some CSR programs like what Prof. Wahid just now mentioned. We have to be creative because if we just sign an MoU and just work on internship, that one's very easy, very basic. So we take it one step at a time. Maybe we start with lab, some syllabus, curriculum, some CSR activities. The STEM project that we will be working on with the Johor Education Government is also very interesting. It was very successful in Melaka. But like I said, Melaka is this size. Johor is much bigger. So the scope, we have to make sure that we can handle it. But I'm sure UTHM has the resources, and also my HR department and my operations team, we can manage it. Coming back to the MoU, this MoU, we have been working closely with UTHM, but the MoU makes it official, makes it formal, so that we can take it a step further. We can be involved together with UTHM. It's only 1.5 hours, or actually 1 hour 20 minutes drive, so it's not too far. And if you look around Batu Pahat area, there was a comment earlier that there are not many industries around. The closest is actually ST for high-tech high-tech electronics. So we can do plenty of things after this. Let's keep ourselves energized. Why we do this, it's not that ST has we have a kind heart, no doubt. I've worked in many companies. ST is the one that has a really good objective, which is more on a corporate social responsibility. That's true. But there's also another part of our reason that we want to participate closely with universities. Because universities provide us the blood that powers the industry. If we don't do this, in 5 years down the road, we cannot hire engineers, and after that, another 5 years, we will have to close the factory. This is the sad truth. And this is actually what happened in a few other countries that do not pay attention to engineering education. There are some countries, I won't name them, that is struggling with this because if they do not have a strong engineering culture, then they will not be able to grow. Just look at how strong Silicon Valley is. Silicon Valley is very strong because of UC Berkeley, you have Stanford, right? You have USC there. So all these universities, they provide very good engineering graduates. So they have a very strong future. We want this in this area of Johor as well, the northern part, middle part of Johor. We want a strong pipeline of engineers that we can go and choose and pick the best to serve our industry. Like I said, it's also for our own selfish needs, because if we don't participate in this, later we sit on our chair and we cannot blame the universities, because the universities will also blame us. It's the same thing. Again, you look at how successful the industries in Penang was, because they were really, they did not depend on the federal government. They just went to USM, says, we want this, we want that. The curriculum is structured against the industry needs. They even have a skills development center, PSDC, which is really world class. They were offering degrees 20 years ago in PSDC. Now they're offering master's program in PSDC. That is the only state development council that can offer master's program. And all of that without federal government money. Okay, so again, I want to thank UTHM staff for allocating some of their time to witness this MoU. You can be sure that ST will dedicate the efforts so that both UTHM and ST can jointly develop the engineering talents that we have around this region. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Mr. C.S. Tan, for your outstanding speech. Ladies and gentlemen, and now we have come to the main part, the reason we are here for, the MoU signing ceremony. The signee representing UTHM is our beloved Vice Chancellor, Professor Technologies Dr. Wahid Razali, and representing STMicroelectronics India Berhad is Mr. C.S. Tan, the Group Vice President and the GM. And the memorandum of the understanding is to be witnessed by Associate Professor Dr. Rosli Omar, Dean Faculty of Electrical and Electronic Engineering, and Mr. Shahrum bin Tumin, Human Resource Manager. So please welcome all four very important persons to the main table for the signing MoU ceremony. Ladies and gentlemen, as we can see now, the history is written between UTHM and STMicroelectronics India Berhad. We are very much honored to have the privilege to kick off this ceremony here in our beloved university. Congratulations to both parties for having bright future collaborations together. So now we would like to welcome all the delegates from STMicroelectronics India Berhad and UTHM as well for the photo sessions. So now we would like to welcome the Honorable Professor Dr. Wahid and also Mr. C.S. Tan to proceed with the gift exchange. Thank you to Yang Berbahagia Prof and also Mr. Tan. Ladies and gentlemen, as the saying goes, to every beginning there is an ending. And now the MoU ceremony has come to its end. Once again, thank you everyone for gracing our MoU ceremony with your presence, and we really appreciated it. So everyone is invited for a refreshment that has been served. And this is the end of the MoU signing ceremony between UTHM and STMicroelectronics Sdn Bhd. With that, I ended with Wabillahi Taufiq wa Hidayah. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Enjoy your meal and have a pleasant evening. Thank you very much.